1, 2, 1, 2. What's going on with everybody? It is the boy Big Bang Radio Show once again. Damn, I forgot to do this shit. Hold on, man. This is my show. I like to do stupid shit like that sometimes. But anyway, um, yeah, it's Big Bang Radio Show, and the topic for today is family. Um, some things came to my attention. Got put on my heart a little bit. So if you're going through this, you listening or whatever, I always said this in my earlier interviews. If it hit you and it hurt, the nigga it was meant to. So mad about it and fuck you, get better. So anyway, I use this radio podcast just to promote people, independent artists, get spit some game, and just therapy. I also said that too earlier. Like this is therapeutic for me. So family. Now, my immediate family, meaning like, who I grew up with in home, in the house, was always a tight knit. Like we was always tight. I can think probably on a handful of times on one hand, any outburst. Well, no, my sister. Well, that was growing pains though. With one of my sisters, she passed away. With God bless her. But she was still great. I was just young. But other than that, and then we came and we grew to love each other even more after all that happened. We would always bicker, the middle child and the baby boy. So we was always bickering. So anyway, but like my immediate family, we probably had on a handful of times arguments. I mean, like my dad, I probably had two arguments with my dad. I probably had about one argument with my mom, maybe two, and probably three with my sisters, and none with my other people, my niece. So, in my close knit family, we never like the dumb shit. It just maybe because we was raised not to be on dumb shit or fake shit or phony shit or like our makeup ain't about jealousy and hatred and messiness. Like I just didn't grow up in a household like that. Like that shit did not come inside the walls. As a matter of fact, neither one of my parents really ever talked about work when they came home. If somebody was to ask me when I was a kid what my parents did, I'd probably say one worked at the big three, the other one was a nurse. And I could have got that shit wrong. I was right, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, they didn't bring work home and lashed out at us and none of that type of shit. It was, at home was home. Home was like a great place to be at. A lot of people want to always run away from home and hang out and go over. It wasn't like that it wasn't like that for me. It was a lot of love. It was down there. For some people, it was too much love. But I loved that love. I didn't respect it like I should, but I was wild. I was a boy. So as a young man, you don't be thinking about that shit. You want to get loose or cut loose. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. I did a lot of that cutting loose. So when it came to family, I loved them and I knew they loved me and I knew what love was. So when it come to meeting women and stuff like that, I know what love is. A woman ain't got to teach me. Like a lot of guys think that a woman got to teach you what love is. If you come from a loving home, you already know what love is. You don't have to be, I come from now. You come from a fucked up home, then maybe you need that help of teaching. But then, if you don't know something and you're not wise about it, then how do you know that's love? Good question, I think. If you don't come from a situation of love, and then somebody comes along and they telling you, well, this is what love, nigga, how you know they know what love is? And then if you don't know love and all you doing is looking for ways to look at love in a way since it was never shown to you, then you got the other traits. You got the jealousy, the hatred, the betrayal, all that other stuff is your makeup. So when you see a loving person, you take advantage of that person because that's the way you came up. Make sense to anybody out there? You get used and abused. And that person is feeling like, damn, I'm trying to love you, but you playing on me. Well, I'm playing on you because that's the way I was raised. And then we go into this whole thing of I didn't ask for it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think people that was raised in love need to find other people that's in love. And don't love somebody that don't know about love and don't want to learn about love. Don't love a person like that. I mean, don't build a relationship like that. You try to love everybody or show love to everybody, but some people, if they don't come from that, then they don't know what to do with it. And then when they don't know what to do with, if they're not trying to learn, then they'll just destroy you. And then it corrupts your spirit. I found that out. I found out the hard way when I was, growing up. So that's how I move. You got women out here. You got women out here that did not grow up in a loving home, absent mother, absent father. And you got the same thing for males. And so then they whole thing about love is trickery. You know what I'm saying? Being a man or woman is trickery. You know what I'm saying? Here, get to know my sister and them, get to know my brother and them. Oh, they nice people. But really this is a ruse because the sisters and the brothers in that situation know that they kinfolk is cheating on you. It's like, damn. How good is this gonna be today? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. All right, back to the regular scheduled program. I don't know what that was, man. Anyway, so yeah, family, immediate family, we didn't never had no issues like that. My parents wasn't buying it. We wasn't raised like that. Didn't come from that. Now, my outside family is always it's always like issues. How people grew up, how they was raised. And when they're not in stable situations or deal with past issues, man, it just fumbles the whole bag. So on both sides of my family, and I'm just speaking on me, on both sides of my family, man, it was like I got some pieces of shit, flat out. Some people is cool, but some people just some hoe ass niggas. And the shit just was like got to a boiling point with me where I was like, man, I didn't know you felt that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that's gonna say I'm not guilty, but I'm gonna say it like this. I feel like if anybody had an issue, they could say it. And I've always had the door open to like, hey, well, let's put this shit on the floor. But like I said, I was raised in a house where the bullshit and the messiness wasn't a part of my get down. So, and it was a stable home. I had a father and a mother at home all the time. You know what I mean? Even though they worked, they were in the home. And they did not fight in front of us. None of that old wild shit, toxic shit. They really loved each other. So when I dealt with family members, I tried to be like forefront and happy to see them or happy to be around them. But then, me being the youngest, shit had happened. And I believe some of that shit happened because of the backgrounds of the family and situations that I wasn't subject to know because I was young. You know, when you got young kids or whatever, or youngins, you don't put them in, you're not supposed to put them in fire. in the messiness. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. I get that. I get the whole nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they went through. That's why they act like that. I know that too. You know what I'm saying? But man, here's the question. How long are you supposed to put up with that shit as an individual? How long can somebody tell you, well, they act like that because they on drugs, or they act like that because this happened or that happened, or when she was young or when he was young, and they didn't have a parent, they didn't have a father, and they didn't have this and they didn't have that, so that's the way they act like that. Okay, I understand. My heart is open to them. Or they grew up in rural areas, and they grew up in the city, and all this type of shit. And my mama she was running around when my daddy was working, and my daddy was running, and everybody went to jail, and all this old bullshit. And it was just like, man, they on drugs, and they on drugs because of the lack of this, and they was on it. It's like, okay, I get it. Y'all niggas going, y'all had your own issues and battles. And it's like a big situation where people are dealing with one another, and you trying to meet them at where they are in life. Well, how long do a person have to keep? I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't that shit get tiring? To me, that shit get tiring, having to leave a safety net out for a nigga just to deal with him. It's just like, man, I don't want to deal with this motherfucker no more. Every time I have to discuss or deal with or try to understand why they did some whole shit, or why they moving like some bitches, or this, that, and the other, it's like, man, y'all niggas ain't family no more. Y'all niggas is street. You see what I'm saying? Because in the street, when you deal with people, you don't know them. You don't know them. So when you don't know people in the street, you move accordingly like, I don't know you. So nigga, I'm not going to trust you on shit. I'm not going to trust you because I don't know you. Then when family, and you know they issues, or somewhat of their issues, and then they still could surprise you, because family loves to surprise your ass with the whole shit. If you got them type of people in your family, it's just like, oh boy, here we go with the whole shit. So now you recognize the whole shit, and you recognize they a bitch, and then you sit to yourself like, man, I really don't talk to these niggas like that. So so then you keep pulling the family shit out. You keep pulling out the family trump card. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, with their family, that's my blood. What you gonna do? Nigga, here's the answer. Here's the answer to what you want to do. The answer is, do you want to deal with it? And if you deal with it, be prepared to take the shit all the way. I think that's the way I'm dealing with shit. If you want to deal with it, take that shit all the way. If you don't want to deal with it, say fuck them. Because you can't please everybody. And some people, even when you try to please them, you'll never please them. That's just how it is. If like I said earlier, some people, family and all, hate you so much. Strangers in the same, gossipers in the same, lying ass people in the same. If their house is on fire, and you brought the fire truck, and you brought the hoses, and you started spraying the house down to save their house, they will still look at you while you're saving their home and hate you. So it don't matter nothing that you're going to do. You're not going to change their minds. They're forever going to hate you. And that's exactly how they are. They just pieces of shit. You doing something over here, they want to know what you're doing. Will they open up to you? Will they express the joy in what you're doing? Absolutely fucking not. I'm going to watch you from afar, discuss you, but I'm never going to congratulate you. Well, then you say, well, damn. Now, this is only going to hit to a few. A few understand what I'm about to say. I never did nothing to you. I verbally never said anything to you. I physically never did anything to you. But yet, there's a place of hate for me from you. And people say, well, I don't hate that person. Grow the fuck up. You got a problem with an individual and you scared to address it to them because you in the wrong. And then you converse about the individual, but none of that shit gets to the individual. It's a lot of shit I could point out about people and call them frauds and fake. But to me, I enjoy, now this is me. It might not work for you. I enjoy, well, let me tell you like this, right? I had a big ass beat. I used to run with a crew of niggas. And from the outside looking in, we've seen the most dangerous niggas. One of the most dangerous groups run around Detroit. Okay? Because we was always whooping niggas' asses and this, that, and the other and having shootouts and shit. And it was a fact that it happened. When I fell out with them niggas, I wasn't worried about how bad this shit was going to go because I knew them niggas. I was one of the worst of the worst in that crew. So if I'm one of the worst of the crew and they feared by people and I'm the one that's doing the work, what I got to be worried about? And it took me a very long time to mature and understand these niggas was gossiping about me, but wasn't bringing shit to me. And when I finally had a conversation with the biggest cat of them, this nigga didn't want no smoke. To my face, he didn't want no smoke. He didn't want no smoke with me. The nigga ran around me for down there 45 minutes to an hour explaining that he didn't want no smoke with me. But what he was saying to my face and his peoples was saying behind my back was a different story. So then I had to come to the realization that, man, these niggas scared of you, bro. These niggas are scared of you. You're not scared of them. You're not changing nothing that you're doing. They moving in that fashion. So when I hear people talking shit about me or gossiping or eye watching from afar or whatever the fuck or feeling some type of way, feeling tight, nigga, you scared of me. You worried about me. I'm not worried about you. I'm going to school. I'm working my businesses. I'm going to work. I'm getting a degree. I became an engineer. I was never doing nothing that I was doing to get to where I'm at in life, worried about should I go here or should I go there because of people. So when it comes to family, I feel the same way. If I'm hearing a nigga talking crazy or somebody talking crazy, I'm going to check them on that shit. But when you see me, come with the energy because I'm going to have some pistols on me. Family or not. I'm going to have a gun on me or two. And it could be woman or man. I'm going to flame you if you want to go that far. Or we can squabble it out. I'm just always prepared, is what I'm saying. But I don't think or have a meeting or plan. It's just how I've been, how I am. It's just me, Big Bang. I mean, what do you expect from a nigga that's they call Big Bang? What are you going to expect from that? And that's how I roll. So when it came to family or people in general, as I grew older, I learned that niggas in the street are the same niggas that's your family. Niggas in the street are the exact type of people that's in your family. When you grow up in a house full of love, you don't see a lot of people in the street when you come from love. I'm going to say it again. When you in the street, you see a lot of people that's your family. But if you come from a family, your immediate family, a true love, you don't find them in the street. Rarely. Because the street ain't got no love. I could talk to family members ain't seen in years. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? All it's going to take is just a couple of more times of talking to see how you really feel about me. And I play the same game with niggas in the street. A person that's hateful or spiteful or how they feel you should treat them or what you should be doing for them or what they heard about you, it all comes out. Now, some people got that talent like me to see it. I can see one of my cousins, and the motherfucker can speak to me all the goddamn time, but I know you a hoe ass nigga or you a hoe ass bitch. And the only reason why I'm flopping both sides of the fence is because right now, I don't think it's the right time to pinpoint. But mere conversation, I could tell you phony. And you'll forever be phony. But that's okay. Because of your circumstance that I know about. You see what I'm saying? I'll just get tired of giving excuses for your circumstances. That's all it is. And I think a lot of people that's been in my position, like, man, I'm not one of those delusional people that say, I don't do nothing to nobody. I really don't do nothing to nobody. I'm quite antisocial. I just got to give the gab. If I fuck with you, then I could talk to you all goddamn day. We could laugh and joke and shoot the shit all damn day. I'm a cat like that. But if I know you full of shit, I'm going to keep that shit short. And the only reason I'm in hospital because you are family. But family, how I've been treated, how my family been treated, it be looking like, man, at this day and age, do you want more friends, family, or opposition? And would you really want me for opposition? You know, you got to think about shit like that. Now, a fuck nigga say that quick. I mean, nigga, no, nigga, you better think. You better think real hard, nigga. You better think about this game you playing. You understand? You better think. Because you ain't been tested on nothing. You ain't did nothing. You ain't been through nothing. I've been through shit. I've been through shit, and I didn't have to have a bunch of niggas with me. I was doing on dolo. It was dole the fuck low, nigga. I didn't care. I just ran with a crew at the end game. And then at the end game, I got into it with that crew. So now everybody looking like you was real. Now how you love that? to be seen with a group of people, then all of a sudden you're not with them, and everybody that you was the real one. You was real. You was real. I knew that. But I can't change the opinions of the weak. People that want to fit in. People that click up together. I got people in my own family, they clicked up, and they ain't a bunch of hoe ass niggas. So great. You made a Revenge of the Nerd party over there. That's a great thing for y'all. I'm moving over here. You see what I'm saying? It's a great day to be me. And I always feel like that. That's why I thank God every day I wake up. So I don't know what kind of family you might have. My family is okay. But I've seen too many betrayals and gossiping and bullshit for me, where I just look at it like, if I come to see you, I come to see you. If you want to come see me, come see me. But don't be fake about how you move it and then pretend like you ain't being fake. People always say common sense. Common sense ain't so common. Shut the fuck up. Common sense is common. It's just that people don't use that common sense because, you know why? If they use that common sense, they got to admit to their bullshit. And I just don't want to admit to my bullshit. Well, they don't. They don't want to give you the satisfaction of you being right. That's it. Everybody know how to do. They just don't do it because they know it will put them in a bad light and put you in a good one. That's it, dog. That's it. Motherfucker having an argument with a cousin, a sibling, a family, an auntie, an uncle, about something, and it's like, well, damn, wait a minute. I heard everything that you just said. I talked to them over there. This is what's going on. Well, make this happen. I ain't doing that. Oh, shit, you on some bullshit then. You on some bullshit. Have you ever met people and a person, I'm going to paint this picture for you right quick. Get out of here. A person goes, a person might know both parties, right? One party is telling them bullshit about a person that you speak to. We'll replay this again. You are in the middle if you want to be it or not. When you know that one person does not like or care for a person or a group of people that you fuck with, you're in the middle. So stop with the bullshit with people. I hear people say this all the time. Family, friends, everything. I don't want to be in that shit. You in that shit. You can't even say that phrase without knowing what's going on. And the reason why, and then look at the reason why you know what's going on. Okay, then. You is in that shit. If you want to be it or not. Now here's the trick bag, right? I'm a person like this. If you talk about a cousin of mine, if you talking shit, or I know your spouse or your friend, or somebody talking shit about my cousin to me, I'm going to defend them. Now, if that cousin, he or she might be a piece of shit, then I'm going to agree about them being a piece of shit. Because I ain't phony. But I am going to gauge and tell you, is it worth fighting for? Or shooting for what they did? Because that's when this whole blood and family shit comes to a head. You ain't going to shoot or kill my family, bro, over whatever they did. Now, you could dislike them. You might get in a squabble or fade with them. I'll allow that. But you're not going to just kill my family members. Now, let's just take it down a notch. Pure conversation. When somebody talking shit about somebody and they giving you the gossip or the tea about somebody and you fuck with their family or not, if you not going to stand on business and defend them, you better run your ass over there and tell them. Because when that person find out, and it always comes out in the wash, when that person find out, wait a minute, you talking shit about me? And wait a minute, nigga, you knew they was talking shit about me? I knew they was talking. Nah, this is the most thing that can curve any real nigga. When you question somebody about somebody talking shit about them, even if it's just talk, you know information that a person or a feeling or an action that this shit might go further, you gonna take it upon yourself and not tell that person? I didn't want to be in it. I didn't want to blow that shit up. How about just tell them the truth? You in it. They're not telling you to tell you. They telling you to tell, either to convince you to roll with them or let that shit get back to me. Or both. But you in it. I can't stand somebody that's sitting on the fence and not willing to be woman or man enough to say, nigga, this person talking shit about you. This how they feel about you because this is what the fuck they say you did. Now, in that moment, it's all about character. Is this person always been a straight up person with you? Or has the other person been straight up a person with you? And can you point out points in your life where this person it has not been straight up with you? And to this person, level that shit out and say, okay, this motherfucker always been straight up. Motherfucker, I remember you playing me. You full of shit. So what this person with the good character, their morals is saying, or what you saying, I'm going with them. I'm staying on business with them because I know how you are. I know how you are too. So open the door, let the truth in, and let everything else fade itself out. That's family, that's friends, that's business, that's anybody. It's too many people listen to you, listen to somebody discuss you, and sitting on it. It's too many beefs or issues with people, and you don't even know why there's an issue. I like to tell people this shit at work. People talk shit. Coworkers talking shit about coworkers. I tell them flat out, you know what? I'm glad you saying that, but maybe you should tell it to them instead of me. Because when they hear from you, it'll mean something. Right then, they don't want to tell me shit no more. Because I'm putting them on Front Street. Tell that shit to that motherfucker that you don't like, who you talking behind their back to me and thinking that shit cool with me. I don't have to like that person. I just don't give a fuck about it. So you tell that nigga what the fuck you want that person to know. You tell these people. You tell that person. And you stop living delusional about the shit. If you did some whole ass shit to somebody, you did something wrong to them, then you know what the fuck you did. Stop being so stupid about the shit. You know exactly what the fuck you did. You know how you've been living your life. You know who you've been hurting. And you know everything you've done to this point is wrong. Everything you've been doing to people, how you've been treating the people, and you look for the escape of how I was raised. Niggas that come from love, even though there's very few of us, we don't give a fuck no more. We don't care about how your dad was an alcoholic. We don't care about how your dad didn't stick around. We don't care about how this, that, and the other. People with love, they don't care about that shit no more, bro. Because I have to be your psychiatrist. I got my own goddamn problems. Deal with your shit, ask for forgiveness, and keep it moving. I had people come to me, situation on the floor. Everything cool? Yeah, everything cool. Everything cool? Yeah, everything cool. Everything cool. Oh shit, everything not cool. Is we gonna discuss it? I ain't discussing it unless you discuss it. What the fuck? Are you, what? What kind of coward shit is that? Or it's the other one. Wait a minute. You know what the fuck you did, right? Why am I even asking you? You know exactly what you did. That was some whole ass shit you did. It was something asked you. You didn't do it. You got no reason why you didn't do it. But your reality is that you was on some whole ass nigga shit. That's why. And so you sit amongst people that is okay with or want to be accepted by being bitch made. I can't be that. That's not me. Never was. I'm gonna stand on it. And no matter what's being said, I ain't met the nigga yet. I only had one fist fight I lost. I've had too many that I can remember or count. I had one fist fight that I lost. And that was on a sucker punch. I ain't never been in no car where everybody got stopped out of their ass whooped going home. I ain't never ran while getting shot at. So when you got a mentality of blessed for battle, built for battle, when I see the shit that I see and how people conduct themselves, I'm laughing at you when I think about it. But I don't never really think about it because I still got love. I still got a family that love me. So when I still got a family that love me, the thoughts of what other people doing, it don't come in. But when you dealing with issues from when you was a child or issues of that happened or this happened or what I did or what I didn't have or relationships with all that shit, you got too much shit to be worried about or to deal with. Deal with it and get over it. Deal with it and get over it. I always tell people go to God. That's it. Pray. Meditate in prayer. Talk about it. Self-check. I always say self-check. Just like the self-checkout. Ring yourself up, nigga. Self-check yourself. What did you really do? Not like you self-checking yourself, making up shit and finding excuses. Well, I shouldn't have did that shit. You know what the fuck happened. If somebody just put the shoe on the other foot. And that's it. And you'll see that shit was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. I've been doing this and I should be. Come on. You know what to do. You just got an issue with the people. And the issue is on you. Nobody made that path. Nobody made that problem. This is a self problem. You can't blame other people for some whole shit you done did. You did it. Fix your problem. Get over this shit. And for whatever time left you got on this earth, man, enjoy that shit. Either with them or without. Man, it's big time. I'm hollering.